Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has apparently had enough of the Republican Party. What? The Georgia Republican is apparently not feeling it anymore when it comes to being a Republican. Okay. She told the Daily Mail in a recent interview, quote, "I don't know if the Republican Party is leaving me or if I'm kind of not relating to the Republican Party as much anymore. The course that it's on, I don't want to have anything to do with it. I just don't care anymore."
Oh no!
You don't care about the Republican Party? Marge, what is going on here? What is going on here? Don't get too thrilled over this. Okay. Now, where is it coming from? What is going on here? Well, Marjorie Greene apparently has taken issue with the White House rescinding Elise Stefanik's nomination for UN ambassador in favor of Mike Waltz. You know, the other Signalgate guy. Okay. In March, The Atlantic revealed that Waltz had added its editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, to a Signal chat in which top administration officials, including Pete Hegseth, had discussed plans to bomb Yemen. Yes. Now, Greene had asked about Waltz. How does he get awarded after Signalgate? She then, of course, answered her own question. She got screwed by Mike Johnson, and she got screwed by the White House. Oh my gosh. Does this mean that she's actually criticizing Donald Trump? No. In fact, she, by White House, she does not mean Donald Trump, and she goes out of her way to say, I'm not criticizing Trump. I'm not criticizing Trump. Quote, I'm not blaming Trump particularly. I'm blaming the people in the White House. Well, isn't that convenient? She added, quote, I think there's other women in our party that are really sick and tired of the way men treat Republican women. I think there's other women, Republican women, and I'm just giving my opinion here, who are really sick and tired of them. Wait, Marge, are you shocked that sexists are being sexist? Really? Wow. Shocker. I mean, look, I gotta know. I gotta note that the Republican Party is the party of get your ass back in the kitchen or start making babies. And yet you're shocked that they don't like women in leadership? Really? Really? Again, Trump himself, okay, defended that, for some reason I can't think of it. Andrew Tate. Yeah, the guy who has some serious allegations against him. Trump is like, go ahead and come over to America. That guy. And now you're all like, you know, I got this feeling that Republican men are just not fair to women. Really? But that's not all. Apparently, she's not happy with the way that Republicans have been treating workers, too. She said that the GOP has turned its back on America first and the workers and just regular Americans. She also cited a lack of party support on a number of different issues that she has been trying to make in recent months, saying, I feel like I'm going it alone right now on the issues that I'm speaking about. Well, okay, are you speaking about the workers and regular Americans? What kind of bills are you trying to get through Congress? Well, for one, she's been working on trying to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Yeah, definitely a high priority there. Trying to make English the official language. Defunding NPR and PBS, which they have already done, so congratulations on that one. And to criminalize weather manipulation. Oh, Oh, okay. So you're really you're really there delivering for the workers there. Okay. You're really out there delivering for working people, Marge. I mean, come on. Seriously? Once again, this is the party. The Republican Party is not the party of workers. They're the party of trying to crush workers. They're the party of let's lower wages for people. Okay, let's lower the wages and get the kids out into the fields. Okay, let's get the kids and the criminals out into the fields, and the people on Medicaid out into the fields. This is what they're doing, driving up prices for everyone, and then obviously crushing labor rights too. See, the way to help working people is to actually, I don't know, help labor unions be able to help, negotiate wages for their workers. But the Republican Party hates that. The Republican Party is like, no, we hate unions. We're going to crush them. We're going to destroy them so that workers don't have any way to negotiate for better wages and working conditions and benefits. No, we're just going to, make the people that are on Medicaid who are already working, we're going to make them get the jobs and drive down wages. Yeah, that's right. So, not only that, she told the Daily Mail on Saturday that she wishes the GOP would renew its focus on curbing foreign aid using the Department of Government Efficiency, which wasted $21 billion. Okay, they didn't save any money. They wasted billions of dollars to slash federal spending, of course, on poor people, decrease the national debt, and combat inflation. She asked, what happened to all those issues? You know that I don't know what the hell happened with the Republican Party. I really don't. Well, I do. I do. They lied. They never meant a goddamn thing. They lie all the time. They don't care about the debt. They don't care about deficits. In fact, the only party that actually tries to reduce the debt are Democrats. And of course, they do so by joining with the Republicans to do austerity. Yeah, that's right. Both parties in this country do austerity. The only difference is when Republicans do it, they will funnel the savings from their austerity, cutting social programs. They will use that money and funnel it to the rich. This is what they did with the big, beautiful bill. Okay, which Marjorie Greene, I believe she voted for. So there you go. But it is really weird then that Marjorie Taylor Greene apparently is catching on to how the Republican Party just kind of sucks. Yeah. But don't worry, that's not to say that she is going to suddenly wake up and become a burgeoning lefty. No. That's never going to happen. She's an insane person.
Jewish space lasers.
She believes in conspiracy theories. Okay. She is awful, god awful to trans people. I mean, just horrible. And refuses to criticize Donald Trump. She thinks the Democrats are communists. Okay. I talk about not understanding what words actually mean. About the only thing that maybe you could possibly maybe think about giving her credit for is actually more of a failing of the Democratic Party than anything. And that's calling out what's happening in Gaza as a genocide. She's correct about that. A lot of establishment Democrats are too afraid to say that word. She said this last week. It's the most truthful and easiest thing to say that October 7th in Israel was horrific and all hostages must be returned. But so is the genocide, humanitarian crisis, and starvation happening in Gaza. Now remember, this is the very starvation that Netanyahu says isn't actually happening. No, it is happening. It is happening. Look, it's actually pretty easy to say when, you don't have to worry about AIPAC targeting you, okay? You look at the reality here. about what's going on in Gaza. It is a genocide. It's ethnic cleansing. And as a nation, our government has supported that role. And for the past couple of years, obviously both the Biden and Trump administration sent money and supplies to Netanyahu and his government so they can carry out this genocide with the support of members of both parties. And that is despite the fact that voters are massively against what's going on there. An April poll from Pew Research Center found that a majority of respondents, including 50% of younger Republicans, these are people under 50 years old, no longer have favorable views of Israel because of what's going on. Now, older Republicans obviously still favor Israel, and so, yeah, you're not going to really budge those people. Still, okay, so only about 23% of older Republicans, 50 plus, have a negative view of Israel. So the vast majority of them are like, oh, yeah, no, it's totally fine. I don't know how you can sit there and look at the images of starving children in Israel, in Gaza, and think, oh, yeah, no, the government's totally fine there. They're doing the right thing. Great. We love it. Woo, starving kids. Oh, why didn't Hamas just release hostages? Yeah, they'll say the same thing, right? Look, every time that there's a prospective deal to release the hostages, Israel either pulls it back or violates the ceasefire every single time, and then blames Hamas. It's their go-to. Hamas did it. Hamas did it. I'm not saying Hamas is good. I'm just pointing out the objective reality. Hamas wants a deal, okay? And yes, they have hostages, and I support a deal to get rid of the hostages in exchange for a ceasefire deal, a permanent ceasefire. That's the conditions. Hamas is like, we will release the hostages, okay? We still have hostages. We're going to release them if there is a permanent ceasefire and you get out of Gaza. The Israeli government says, no, we don't want to do that. We don't care about hostages. This entire thing is just about us trying to take over Gaza and to kick you all out. It's ethnic cleansing, period. Okay? And look, one of the reasons that Israel keeps doing this is because the leadership, Netanyahu, is fighting for his political life. He is corrupt. He's corrupt. He'd be in prison, okay, without the support of the far right in Israel, the ones that want to ethnically cleanse Gaza. So that's what's going on here. And they're doing so with U.S. support. The establishment is afraid of AIPAC and Democratic majority for Israel. And that's the reality. Now, that said, it is very interesting that of all people, Marjorie freaking Taylor Greene is starting to understand what her party stands for, what it's all about. However, if you think that anyone on the left should be allying with her, no. Hell no. Hell no. At the end of the day, she is still an incredibly bad, harmful force in our politics that has a lot of beliefs that are hurting a lot of people. Marjorie Taylor Greene does not need to be allied with. She and her ilk need to be defeated. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.